We're going to bring in a good friend, Mike Klis. He's the Broncos reporter for 9 News, KUSA out in Denver. Mike, I got to ask you, on Saturday in Denver, Sean Payton calls you guys back into the interview room. Have you ever experienced something like that? And what were you expecting when that happened?
No, I was a little miffed that Bo Nix hadn't come out yet. It was like we had things to do, And I even texted Patrick Smythe. I said, hey, can you hurry up with Bo here? And he wound up texting me back, Bo's out for the season. And I was like, what? And then Sean Payton walked through the doors and made the announcement. So, I'd never done that before. It's interesting. Sean Payton would rather tell family secrets before he would reveal anything about an injury. Often these players play every snap and you find out that they're injured significantly the following Wednesday. You don't hear about it till the following Wednesday. So I was surprised they revealed this right away with Bo. But Bo has different obligations, as a star quarterback. Like when Wattenberg, the center, had a shoulder injury, no one was poking around on him. Bo had to come to the press to do his post-game presser. He would have been unable to do that. If he would have showed up, he would have done it in crutches. And everyone would have been asking questions. And so they thought rather than, throwing the bait in the water and having it come out 2 hours later in reports, they just decided to tackle it now. Plus, I think Sean Payton used it as a way to send a message to the team that he's all in on Jarrett Stidham, and they can still try to accomplish what they want to accomplish just with their backup quarterback.
So how would you describe, Mike? I mean, that's such a bombshell piece of news. Like, how has it gone over with the fan base, and just how would you describe the reactions and temperature, in around the fan base?
Yeah, when all the joy and laughter turned to sorrow, it was shocking to everyone, and it was such a high with that victory. And then to have, like you said, that bombshell news, it was so everyone just kind of dropped their daubers and, it was like, no, you got to be kidding me. And so that was the initial news. Rather quickly, Jarrett Stidham played so well in the preseason, much better than he had in previous preseasons. And so it was like, yeah, he's got the third year under Sean Payton's system. Sean Payton is a pretty good coach, and he'll coach up Stidham. He'll galvanize this team, and they quickly became hopeful that they have a chance. Obviously, less chance with Bo, but they still think it's a good team. I do give the Broncos a puncher's chance to beat the Patriots on Sunday in the AFC Championship game. Bo was so good in the clutch. He got knocked around by critics quite a bit this year, here and there, but he was always good in the fourth quarter, and good in the final 2 to 3 minutes. Whether Jarrett Stidham has that type of poise and pressure gene remains to be seen. I think the Broncos might have to win the game earlier. If they wait around to, try to come back in the fourth quarter, they're going to be in trouble. With Bo, they almost expected it.
Mike, we got about 30 seconds left. Do you expect the Broncos offense to change much with Jarrett Stidham?
I think they'll try to. I think Sean Payton will try to go the turtle ball approach. I think he'll try to run. I think he'll try to condense the game, shorten the game. Play to the defense. The defense is capable. It's on a takeaway run right now, Ben. 7 takeaways in their last 2 games after hardly getting any in the first 16. So if they get a couple takeaways, I think they'll try to play this game to try to win, something like 20-17, 23-20, something like that.
Yeah, Patriots fans assuming it's going to be an easy win. The Broncos led the league in sacks. And obviously, I think everyone knows Denver's not a very easy place to play. All right, Mike, we're going to end the interview now with 3 quick hitter questions. All right, these are quick answers. What was the Broncos' best win this season?
against the Giants when they were down 19-0. A lot of people might have said the Eagles come from behind 17-3 in the fourth quarter, but 19-0 in the fourth quarter, that's hard to do.
Yeah, Bo Nix had some fourth quarter magic this year for sure, even on Saturday against the Bills. You've now covered Sean Payton. This is your third year, or his third year in Denver. You've been there 21 years. What's your favorite Sean Payton moment covering him?
The introduction press conference, we had a one-on-one with him. 9 News had a one-on-one with him. He pointed out that I'm from Oswego, which is down the road, Oswego, Illinois, down the road from where he played at Naperville, Illinois. He said his first start was against Oswego. And then it's been all downhill ever since.
Very nice. All right, and finally, what would your game prediction be if Bo Nix were playing this Sunday?
If Bo Nix were playing, I would say the Patriots would have the lead in the fourth quarter and the Broncos would win it in the end.
It's not
original. It's only been the Broncos 2025.